going on, folks? Welcome to Tech World Vlogs and Tesla. On this channel, I review all the latest smart home products, whether it's security camera or fun stuff like smart vacuum or even like delivery box from Eufy. This is the channel, this is the place to get the latest content as well as travel vlogs. And if you've seen the thumbnail, then you know exactly what I'm reviewing on this video. It is the brand new Ring indoor camera. Now, is this the camera that everyone should get? Is this a miss by Ring? Is this overhyped camera? Give you context, I pre-ordered this camera on Amazon for over a month, and today it finally got delivered by the Amazon courier. And I must say, first impression of this camera here, very disappointed. I did not know that this camera is 1080. I mean, come on, Ring. This is 2024. Most brands out there are making at least 2K camera for indoor. Ring is so behind time. They're offering a 1080 camera. But maybe the camera is actually good. Let's see. The difference with this camera compared to almost all the other Ring indoor camera is this camera does have a pan and tilt, which is something that caught my attention when I initially got the pre-order for this camera. So I'm curious to see how Ring pan and tilt features for indoor stands up with all the big brands like Wise and Blink and all the different brands there that make already indoor pan and tilt camera. So let's take a look. So inside the packaging here, a very standard white box, a little bit heavy on the heavy side. But one thing I do have to give it to Ring, I love that Ring, they do include all the different accessories. So we do get this mounting bracket here inside the box. I will investigate what this really does. This is the camera, so first impression of the camera here. I believe the camera is now available for purchase, but I pre-ordered this camera for over a month. So this is the actual like physical shape of the camera. This looks very flimsy, to be very honest and frank. This is an unbiased opinion. This video is not sponsored by Ring. But yeah, I'm impressed. Very flimsy design. You can see I can just like flap it around and it just tilts downwards. I'm not impressed with this here. I'm really not impressed with this base. So you have a round base, a thin arm that tilts the camera, I guess, up and down. And then you have this shutter here. So Ring has been testing all these different shutter features. So you do have this shutter here. So if your Ring alarm system is set as home, you can actually have the shutter closed so it doesn't monitor you when you're home. Only your outdoor camera is monitoring. So I guess a nice feature, but it's pretty like simple design. It's just this I guess this wide bracket here that slips to cover the lens, and then other feature here. Let's tear this open, see what all the excitement is here. I guess other feature here to the camera, it's a 1080 camera, which doesn't excite me that much. It has a shutter, that doesn't excite me that much. And I guess the other disappointing feature for this camera is it has to be powered. It does have a USB-C power, which is different. Usually Ring, they have the older USB, micro USB port. This has a USB-C port. Has the iconic Ring design from the front. Just smaller than typical Ring camera. Other stuff that's included in the box, you get an extremely long cable, which is, I guess, good to have. I would say this is about a 10 feet cable, and like I said, they're USB-C, and they give you a USB port to mount this 10 feet long cable wherever you plan on mounting it. Kind of unnecessary. And that's it. That's everything that's included in the box. You get a bunch of extra cardboard box, empty. You also get instructions, the QR code to pair it with your system. This is a base here in case you want to screw this into a ceiling You have that base here to screw it into a ceiling. The ring stickers, which we have tons of, so don't need that. And then some screws, which we have tons of, so don't need that. And basically that's all that comes with the box. I guess something to note is that you do get a USB powered brick, and it has the Ring logo on it, so probably unnecessary. We have so many of these from all the different products, but yeah, I guess nice touch of Ring. They provide you with a USB port. So yeah, like I said, let me go ahead and install this camera, test out the mechanics of it, not just the mounting, but how the camera actually interact with us as users, and then we'll see what the final thoughts are with this camera. But jump right down to the chase. There is many other product on the market that is way better than this Ring camera and way cheaper. This camera is on the expensive side, costing over 76 USD just for an indoor pan and tilt camera. I guess the symmetry here is that it works in all the existing Ring system. Nice to have, but if you don't have a lot of Ring system, probably get a cheaper camera that does pan and tilt that costs way less than $74. So let's go ahead and hook this up to our Ring system and see how the camera actually works. Alright folks, so there you have it. Final thoughts, not super impressed. Design wise, I give it a 2 out of 10 because it's so odd looking camera with a huge base and a thin neck, and then yeah, it's just not for me. So I definitely give it a 2 out of 10. The only thing that's really good about this camera is, as you can see, I have a ton of Ring products, so it does help in the sense that if I am away, I could use my home security from Ring. When my home is set as away, the camera does that home monitoring because it integrates to the home, but you can get that on other system. The integration, I give it a 9 out of 10. I am very disappointed in the video quality. Doesn't have a spotlight. That was so disappointing. It has a siren. All cameras now do have a siren. Two-way audio, but the video quality 1080 is really disappointing. At least we could have gotten a 2K resolution. It doesn't have a zoom. Again, another issue I have with Ring cameras is that you don't get a zoom on these cameras, which is also very disappointing. So yeah, in terms of functionality of the actual camera, I give it a 5 out of 10. You do have the pan and tilt and sideways motion, but it's very slow, and the control for the pan and tilt sideways motion is an outdated control. If you can see in the screen recording, it's up, down, and sideways. I would at least thought it would use a wheel to change the direction, but yeah, not very innovative in that sense. Overall, it's just not a very innovative camera. It just looks like they recycled that old indoor camera, stick a motor at the bottom and make it a pan and tilt. So very disappointed. Hopefully Ring improve on this camera in the future, maybe make it smaller, maybe make it battery powered. There's lots of things, add a zoom lens, make it 2K. There's a lot of things that can be improved on this camera, but this is just not it for me. So please folks, probably just not invest in this fourth generation. It's way overpriced and doesn't even worth what you're getting with the camera. So hopefully you like this video. I am giving you honest, straightforward opinion. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment below, let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll see you on the next video.